Hi y'all, and welcome to today's video. You can see I am completely barefaced and I have tons of new makeup, so that is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna just get ready together, try some new products. I'm gonna share my first impressions, some of these second impressions with y'all. I have the new Natasha Denona Skin Glass Energizing Primer Serum. I have the new products from Makeup by Mario, the enhancers, perfectors, all of that. I've got this Naked palette from Urban Decay. We're gonna see what we can create with this. I've got some Blend Bunny lashes, OFRA highlighters. We're just gonna play with new makeup. And if you are new here, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. Shimmer, glitter, testing new products. We are here for it. So if that sounds good to you, I do hope that you will subscribe before you leave today. But I'm ready to put some makeup on. I'm going to pull my hair back. We're going to get a little bit closer and I am going to get ready. We're gonna test these products out and see what's good. Okay, I have my hair out of the way and we're gonna try this Natasha Denona HYGEN Glass Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. So I'm very interested in this. It says it's for all skin types, but I'm thinking it's more geared towards like dry skin, normal skin. I have oily skin, but I do like to look glowy. It says it's a lightweight primer serum with a silky consistency and a dewy plumping finish. So let's see. It does say there's shine control skin defense. Listen, control excess oil to reduce shine in the T-zone and reinforce the skin barrier. Okay, we'll see about that. Now, I really love Natasha Denona as a brand, and I saw there was some like chatter about maybe Natasha Denona copying a smaller indie brand with this skin glass, but I'm pretty sure like for Sally, Peach and Lily, a bunch of other brands have used like skin glass skin. So I did look a little bit into it and it looks like the skin glass wasn't like a trademark violation or anything. Listen, I don't know all the legal stuff, but I'm excited to try this out. Okay, so it comes in like a dropper like this. I'm not gonna rub the dropper all over my face. That seems kind of gross to me, but look, it's like this white, milky texture. So I'm just gonna kind of put it on the skin. Even though I have oily skin, I like glowy products, and I'm gonna go just kind of all over. It feels really luxurious and it smells like it smells like skincare. I don't know. There's not like a strong fragrance or where it smells like anything in particular, you know. Ooh, very glowy though. Isn't that pretty? Like that's really, really glowy. It's looking super glowy on my skin. Okay, it feels nice. It does feel very hydrating. Like it does feel like I just put a moisturizer on or something like that. But I'm going to let it set for like 30 seconds. Now, when I try new complexion products, I don't want to try everything new all at once because then I don't know like what works well, what doesn't work well. So I'm going to go in with a tried and true foundation and concealer. These are my PATMCGRATH Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation and concealer. So these I've been using for so long. They last long on my oily skin. They look very skin-like, medium coverage, very beautiful. So I'm gonna let this set for a couple more seconds. I will kind of speed up the process of me putting on foundation and concealer because, like I said, it's nothing new. It's something y'all have heard me rave about for so long, but my skin's feeling very like plump and moisturized. Okay, foundation and concealer are on, and I definitely feel like that primer has made me a little more dewy than when I normally use this foundation and concealer. And I would say like my normal go-to primers are like the Milk Hydro Grip, the Tatcha Silk Canvas, my Hourglass Mineral Veil. Is it called Mineral Veil? What is it called? Yeah, it's called Mineral Veil. I do feel like that Natasha Denona primer is giving me, like, I'm just kind of turning my head so that y'all can kind of see the glow to my skin. But I do feel like that Natasha Denona primer has kind of upped the dew, upped kind of the glow, the glass skin, if you will. I'm definitely seeing like more shine, but I think it looks really nice. Like, the Pat McGrath is not like a matte foundation. It's definitely like very skin-like finish. And I think this looks really cool. I think it looks really cool. But let's talk about this. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer All Over Warming Complexion Tint from Makeup by Mario. So I like this kind of like frosted glass clear packaging. And then inside, I've only used this once. I was kind of confused when this product and the Transforming Skin Perfector powder launched. I was very confused, but I watched Makeup by Mario use this and apply it to himself and others. And basically what he was doing was using this as a cream bronzer. That's how I'm going to use it. Very like not precise. So a lot of times when I go in with like a cream bronzer, maybe like my Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, my Rare Beauty bronzing stick, something like that, it's a lot of times like I place it exactly where I want it and then I kind of blend it in. This is very sheer and it's very like subtle that you can kind of buff it all over like Mario does. So I'm just going to show you. I used this one time. I wore this yesterday and I want to try it again. So I have my Unearthly brush. This is new. I haven't used this one yet. This is the UC81 and I thought it would be great for kind of all over bronzing. So I'm going to go into the Makeup by Mario like that. I'm going to really make sure my brush is loaded up. And I'm just going to press this in kind of where I would use bronzer, like the cheeks, kind of buff it in like where my face would get some sun, kind of make sure I'm not getting too much in the hair over here. Gonna put it there. I know a lot of people have been using this for like barely there makeup, you know, like just a little concealer, a little cream bronzer, and that looks really pretty too. But when I'm putting on makeup, a lot of times I just want to go for it. Like, it's my me time, it's my play time. So I wanted to see how I could incorporate this into my routine. And a very sheer bronze. Can you see the difference between this side having a little bit more warmth and this side not? I think this is a really pretty product. Like I said, it's a very subtle. It's very subtle. See, nothing over here. And then the cream over here. I keep calling it a cream bronzer, but Mario says it is a Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I think it's really nice though. Again, I bought the shade medium and I think it's really nice, really subtle, but really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side of my face now. I just wanted y'all to see if you're like intimidated by cream bronzers, because most of the ones I have, the Rare Beauty, the Huda, the Charlotte Tilbury, I would say those are like my top favorites. They are much more pigmented, which for me is good because I'm used to it. Like, I can go in, I can use a little bit of product, I can blend quick, but I think this is really nice if you are intimidated by creams because it is very sheer. It's not really something that you're gonna overdo, you know? Like, I mean, look how easy this is, and it's very subtle. So if you're somebody also who is scared of having like that harsh line that maybe looks great in photos but not so great when you're like moving around, this could be something that you like. I also think this is gonna be very like oily skin, let me think how I want to phrase this. I think this is going to be amazing for dry skin. It's very like slippery. It is very, very creamy. I wore it maybe 12 hours yesterday and it looked really, really nice, but it's definitely easy to blend. So if you're somebody who's like, you know, cream products dry down too fast on me because my skin is dry, I think you'll really like this. But then again, if you're somebody like me with oily skin who likes to look glowy, you'll probably really like this too. But I think it looks super nice, and you see how easy and effortless this was to put on. Now, before I set with powder, I have this OFRA liquid highlighter, Precision Long Lasting Glow Drops in the shade Presley. So I want to try these. I want to try this. It looks so beautiful. This was gifted to me from OFRA. So I'm thinking, what should I put it on? Should I put it on a brush? Should I put it on my hand and then put it on with my fingers? Should I put it on maybe with the sponge? Should I put it on with my sponge? Let me see. Okay, I'm going to pump out just a little bit onto my finger, and I think I'm going to pick it up with the small end of this sponge. And the thing that's like a deal breaker for me with some creams is that they will lift products underneath. But this highlighter is not doing that. Ooh, that looks really pretty, doesn't it? This highlighter is not lifting anything underneath, and neither did that Makeup by Mario enhancer. I keep wanting to say bronzer. The enhancer. I wore it with the NARS foundation yesterday, and it didn't lift anything, so now I'm trying it with a different foundation. Didn't lift anything. All right, I'm going to put this on. Okay, so here's the OFRA glow right there. And here it is with no glow. It's kind of hard to see because I'm so glowy already. But it's kind of subtle. Okay, let me just press that on right to the high points of my cheeks. That looks really, really pretty. Okay, I'm going to use a tried and true setting powder. Well, tried and true. I've been using this for a couple of weeks. This is the One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. I've been enjoying this. I've been enjoying a lot of products from One Size. I really have. So what I'm going to do is kind of set everything down with my sponge, and then we're going to go in and I'm going to use this as a finishing powder. Okay, so my face is set with my One Size. I like that powder. It kind of sets everything. And listen, I love glowy skin. I love glowy finishing powders, but I ain't trying to put glowy particles, shimmer particles, anything like that right here around these pores. Okay, it's a no for me. It's a no for me, but if you want to do it, you do you. I'll root for you. Like, if you love it, I love it for you. For me, I need a little bit of a mattifying powder right in through here, or it's not great. You know, it's not great for me. But I love like my NYX High Glass finishing powder. I love like Jaclyn Cosmetics has a loose finishing kind of glowy powder. I really love glowy finishing powders. There's one from OFRA that I like. And so that's kind of what this is. Now I will say this top part right here, we'll use this as a highlight right up here before we finish the look. It's a very subtle, but mixed in with the powder, it is a bit too much for my skin. Like, it's a bit too light, and it can give me kind of a weird cast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this A1 brush from Unearthly Cosmetics, and I'm keeping it down here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to coat it both ways. I mean, I'm fine with this kind of middle shade shimmering powder getting mixed in, and I know some people have used this to like set their bronzer or whatever, but I think this is a really pretty finishing powder, meaning it just kind of like buffs on the skin so beautifully and gives a really nice glow. So I'm just lightly kind of pressing that in, and here we go. There's the glowy finishing powder. I think it looks really, really nice and pretty. Again, it's for kind of a more glowy, subtle kind of enhanced type of finishing powder, but I think it's really, 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 really pretty. So here it is where I just buffed in on this side, just a little bit of that One Size powder, of course more under here, but just kind of lightly set everything. That's what we've got going on over here. And then over here is where I have this Makeup by Mario, what's he call it? Skin Perfector, transforming, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to just buff my brush in and do it for the other side. If you do not want to glow, this powder, I would say, is not for you. Okay, now that my skin is you know, kind of complete, I'm still gonna go on top with powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, all that stuff, because listen, I hear people all the time, less is more. More is more, and I love it. Give me more. Add one more thing of makeup before you leave. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I just love makeup, okay? But I'm gonna do my brows, and then we're going to do the Urban Decay Naked Half Baked Palette. Urban Decay gave this to me, and it's super duper neutral, but I have to say I do really like that we go from very light to very dark. So I'm excited to play with this. You know what? I think it's been almost a year probably since I did like a video on my favorite neutral palettes. Maybe I should do that again. Let me know if y'all want to see like an updated my favorite neutral palettes video, but I'm going to do my brows, I'm going to prime my eyes, and we're going to see how the quality is in this little Urban Decay mini palette. Okay, brows are looking better. Filled in. I have my Sigma eye primer on, the shade Ignite, and we are going to see what we can do with this little palette. I've got this Unearthly Cosmetics brush. This is an A5, and I'm going to go into Buck Off. Now, I have to say, the packaging on this, 10 out of 10. It's like, ooh, like it shifts to the rainbow behind there. You know, really like the packaging. I'm going to just buff this shade all in the crease. And what I really want to know is, has Urban Decay given us a good formula? I tried their Wild Greens palette this year. That's the only palette from Urban Decay that I've tried recently. So I want to see how this performs. Okay, that shade went on really well. Nice, pretty, warm, mid-tone brown shade. But I want to add some depth to the outer corner. So I'm going to take this UC87 brush from Unearthly, and I'm going to go into the shade Edible. I really do like the mirror on this, but I'm going to press this brush right out here, and I'm really going to focus on building up this outer corner and adding some depth out here, because when I do neutrals, I like a lot of contrast. I like texture, finish, like different varieties. So I'm just gonna build this up out here and make this super kind of smoky. Okay, I am going to now grab this UC85 brush, and we're gonna go into Breadwinner. This is like a copper shade, and I really want to see this shimmer formula, metallic, whatever you want to call it, from Urban Decay. I am going to spray my brush with a little bit of makeup mist. I'm using this Urban Decay, all-nighter. This is the one I'm going to use on my face later too, but I just spray a little on my brush. Ooh, okay, that's definitely more pigmented and reflective than I was expecting. Yeah, that looks really, really pretty. I'm just putting it all over to the lid. I'm even taking it up high. I kind of like messy, blown out looks. I'm not super into like precision on the eyes, but if you are, you can definitely use like a more dense brush, something that's a little more flat, packing, compact. But this is what I like. I'm going to do a little more blending, but I don't know. I kind of like for things to be dispersed, and, you know, I'm into it. I am getting a little bit of fallout, but I'll wipe it away. It's not a big deal. My face is set with powder. All right, after I get that shimmer down on the lid, I'm just gonna go back with a little more blending. I think this is looking really cute. I'm taking the two browns that we used and I'm just putting those under the lower lash line too, kind of blending it out low and around. Again, just being a bit messy with it so we have that really blown out look. I'm just going back and forth with these two. Now for the inner corner, I'm gonna grab this UC86 and we're gonna highlight it. I was thinking this shade right here, this shade called Rocky. So I think I'm gonna pick up some of that, but then I'm gonna pick up some of this shade Rollin' too. And we'll put it right there so that it's not too bright, but not too dark. So I'm just sticking that on the inner corner. I'm going to apply black eyeliner to the upper lash line. I'm also going to put some in the waterline. And then I have these lashes from Blend Bunny. These were sent to me. I do have a code with Blend Bunny if you're interested in any of their stuff. I really like their brushes, their palettes. I've been using some of their lashes. They're so nice that I should tell you the code. The code is Heather. I'll put it in the description box. Everything that I talk about, I'll also have linked in the description box. But these are the lashes in Virtue's Saint. And these are synthetic lashes, vegan and cruelty free. They're very dramatic, so I may have to trim these, but I'm going to apply these and then I will be back and we'll finish up the rest of the face together. Okay, these lashes made the look. I am loving these. They're like wispy and long and kind of spiky, and I'm here for it. But look, we have on that Mario Skin Perfector, right? The whatever, the cream bronzer. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The cream bronzer, we have it on, but I need more. So I'm gonna go in with my Sigma bronzer single. I've really been enjoying this, and I'm gonna use my Lunar Beauty LBF 5 brush for this. And pull my hair out of the way. And we're just gonna bronze it up. I just need a little more bronze, you know? So I've been liking this brush for that. For like not super heavy duty, intense bronzer. But the way it like lays the product down and blends, I think is super nice. So I'm just gonna go in, see the difference, add a little bit of powder bronzer. I do also have an affiliate code with Sigma. It's HeatherAustin10, but a lot of times you can find like better coupon codes when Sigma is running promos. But just so you know, I do have that. Okay, bronzer done. Oh, I really like the way my skin is looking, but I want to go in with blush, and I got this from OFRA Cosmetics. They sent me their mini mix palette, Charm Your Cheeks, and it looks like we have some really pretty shades in here. Oh, I always drop stuff. Let's look at these shades. Isn't this really pretty? We have like this kind of red color. We have this more bronzy shade, some pinky tones, this bright coral. So what I think I'll do is go in with these two shades right here, this more red and this more rose color. Let me see if I can tell the shade names. Is this maybe, what did I say? These two right here, Fire Orange, and maybe this is Rendezvous, or is this Coral Crush? I'm not sure. I'm gonna mix these two. So I'm gonna mix those on the Sigma Samantha Ravindal fan brush. And I don't know if these are gonna be super pigmented, so I'm just picking up a tiny bit. Oh yeah, those are pigmented. That's pretty. I think maybe a more poppy blush will look pretty since we have such a neutral copper eye. I'm also really loving this brush from Sigma. I bought this set on the day it launched because I'm like, I love Samantha Ravindal, and I think she created some really cool shapes in her set. So as soon as it launched, I bought the full set. And I really like having this small blush brush. This is really pretty. Okay. I definitely feel like I'm going to be looking super, super summery. I do think that liquid highlight is showing through well. I feel like it looks really nice. I want to put a little bit of this more red blush on my nose just to add a little color. Oh, that looks so cute. Okay, that looks super cute. But I do still want to go in. I want to go back over to the Makeup by Mario. I want to go into this lighter portion, because I definitely feel like I still have the glow from the liquid highlighter, and just even the primer is really glowing underneath. But I want to put on just a little bit of this from Makeup by Mario, and I'm actually just going to mix it in with my blush brush. I'm just going to go right up there to the top, put a little on the nose, put a little on the tops of the cheek, because this is a very like low-key highlight, you know. Normally I would go for something a bit more blinding, but since we have that liquid underneath that's already doing so much, I kind of like just adding the little subtle. Ooh, I'm kind of liking my makeup today. I feel good. But let's do lips. I got a bunch of lip products sent to me from House of Sillage, and I'm really enjoying these lip liners. So this is not a first impression, but I don't think I've applied them with y'all. They have so many pretty lip liners, and they're very creamy. They glide on. I've really been enjoying these. And they also sent me a bunch of their lipsticks. So these are, I'm pretty sure these are new, and these are the Diamond Powder Matte Lipsticks, and they come in these really, really pretty silver components. Now, what you're supposed to do with these is take this lipstick out of the silver tube and put it in this. But I will be honest, this packaging is not me. It's not my vibe. It's very pretty, but it's not me. You know what I mean? What is me is these lipsticks, like in this packaging right here. I think this is very sleek, very pretty. I'm into it. So we're going to use one of these. The shade that I've been using a lot and really liking, no, not that one. There's lots of different shades here. I'm trying to find the one that I've been, I wish I could remember the name. Not that one. Gosh, what's the name of the one? Is this fascinating for y'all to watch? Alpha Female. Alpha Female. I've been enjoying this. So you just twist it up. Very pretty, but I want to go in with a lip liner first. So yeah, I keep mine in the tube like this. This is my preferred packaging. And I want to use, so Alpha Female, the name, and then I'm going to use NICOLE'S Nude for a lip liner. This has been the one I've been reaching for the most. So you do have a brush on one side, and something I really like is that you have the shade color right here. So it's like a colorful band, and they all have different bands right there, so you kind of know what shade you're grabbing. But these are sharpenable, and they do come with little pencils. So I'm going to sharpen this, and I'm going to put on NICOLE'S Nude. These glide on so nice. I've had on a Lunar Beauty lip oil this whole time to kind of like moisturize and prep my lips. And I just wiped a little bit off, and now I'm lining. See how easily that line went on? Like, it's just very pretty. It glides well, but it also doesn't move around a lot. Okay, so there is NICOLE'S Nude lip liner, and then I'm going to apply the lipstick. It's a matte, which I think a matte lipstick. As you can see, I'm putting it on top of super moisturized lips. I did wipe the lip oil away, but a little bit's there. But I think not going in with the gloss, since my skin is so glowy, is going to be the best thing. I'm going to put on a little bit of my all-nighter vitamin C setting mist, and then we'll kind of talk about these products. All right, y'all, this is the finished look. I'm super into it. I feel great. I'm excited to wear this makeup the rest of the day. Let's kind of talk quickly through everything. I definitely feel like this Natasha Denona primer is making my skin extra glowy, extra dewy. I'm trying to feel like my skin doesn't feel like tacky or anything, but it definitely feels more moisturized. I keep having hair stick to my face. I think there's a lot of static in the air. The Makeup by Mario products, second time using them, I think they're really cool. Like, I really like them. Was the naming a little odd? Yes, but if you look at it like cream bronzer and a finishing powder, that's basically what they are, how they fit into my makeup routine. And remember, we have to like incorporate products into our routine. I don't want to change the way I do makeup for a product. So that's how they fit into my routine. I'm really enjoying them. This Urban Decay palette, this is the first time I've used it. If you're interested in this color story, if you're interested in this format, the shades that I played with, I think I played with all but one. I didn't play with Half Baked, but I think the eye look I created is really pretty. Everything worked really well. Loving these Blend Bunny lashes. Loving that OFRA liquid highlighter. Like, I'm just looking at it, the glow and the light. I think it looks so beautiful. The blush looks beautiful. The Sigma bronzer I've been using for a few weeks and really enjoying. The House of Sillage lip products I've been using for a few weeks and really enjoying. But that's kind of all I have to say about these products for now. If you're curious to know more about the palette after I've tested it some more, I will put it in an upcoming ranking video, so definitely subscribe if you want to see that. And all the other products, I'll also come back and do a follow-up review in my monthly favorites and hated. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those updates. But I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know if you're interested in any of these products, if you're curious, if you've bought any of these, what you think. I would love to know, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!